Hello, everybody, and welcome to the 11th episode of the Closers Podcast. My name is Marco Alvarado. I'm here today with a large cast, I guess we can call them. I'll start from my left and go right. I have the DM himself, Andrew Gale.
What's good?
I have Thomas, Mr. Raider Wheaton.
Oh, Mr. Raider.
And I have Pawan, the bad man Narayan. You remember him from 2 episodes ago.
What is good?
And I have resident Colts fan, the vice president, Chase Lovin.
What's up?
And today we're going to talk about some NFL storylines, break down some NFL, things that have happened this NFL offseason and everything. It's going to be a fucking great time. I'm super excited to have these guys on just because, I honestly don't even have to host. This is honestly just like a week off for me because I just have to introduce them and they'll just start talking on their own and it'll be great. But I will still talk, but don't worry. So first thing we're going to talk about. Before I forget, make sure to follow the podcast on Instagram. It's at Closers Podcast. Also, on Facebook, we have a page. Like the page. Please do that. It helps the show out a lot. Okay, so without any further ado, first topic of discussion. Andrew, why did the Seahawks suck?
Shit.
Thanks, bro.
Tom Cable.
Not anymore. Thank God. Hey, wait, who has Tom Cable now?
Hey, we don't need to get to that. The audience does not need to know.
I don't even... How do you answer a question that doesn't make any sense?
That's how
For everybody that's wondering, Andrew is a Seahawks fan.
Big Seahawks.
Bigly. He's very big.
I'm big.
I'm big.
I know it. You know it. Everybody knows it. Seahawks are winning the Super Bowl.
Everybody agrees.
Maybe we should talk first about credentials, because I know these three don't know anything about football.
Whoa.
What are your
Whoa.
credentials?
Yeah.
Whoa.
I think I'm actually the most credentialed, but here we go.
That is facts.
Wrong.
Let's go over some quick stats. In fantasy football,
Oh, here we go.
He's pulling up the stats.
Fantasy football.
Look at this guy.
I know for a fact.
My average finish position.
No, I'm going to talk about your and Owen's average position.
Whoa.
Hey, you don't know
Lower than
Before-
6.
It is lower than 6.
Before you guys go further, I just got to let everybody know that me, Pawan, Andrew, the general manager or the owner of the league, and Thomas are all in a fantasy football league that we've been in for like 4 years. And
That insinuates something.
it's pretty funny. So that's just add context to it.
I just want to say I average a top 3 finish.
I just want to say I have I won $100 and something bucks 2 years
Hey,
ago.
I have won the league. Let's not
Me
forget
too.
that. I have won. T. Weedy.
What's up?
Negative credentials.
Who hasn't won? I have won.
I've never won a.
I won our first.
I don't think I've
Yikes,
even
why don't you
ever
just
top
leave
it.
Wait, you
now?
won our league?
I won the first year I was in it.
No one remembers.
Wait, no, I remember that. Yeah, I think
Yeah,
you did.
I
right?
won the first year I was in it.
Yeah, you did.
I also study stats for a living, so don't let them bring up any stats. So,
Okay.
I mean, they don't know what they're talking about, but I do. So, average of 30.
Also, just so we're
podium.
clear, I do write about the Raiders for SB Nation.
He
So
does.
if you wanna follow me on Twitter, it's at TJ_Wheaton. Give me
a good
some
plug.
give me some views.
That's a good play.
Yes,
Help the
please,
brother out.
Please help the brother out. His stuff is really good,
Very
really
talented.
insightful. There's a lot of stats and stuff.
Most articles, the gist is they're bad.
I just put one up this morning about whether the Raiders should trade for Jalen Ramsey, which actually I'm intrigued by your guys' opinion. Should the Raiders trade for Jalen Ramsey or not? What do you think?
Personally, I don't think I would, just for the fact that he's gonna be at if not a couple first round picks, he's gonna be a first round pick.
At least.
That's what the Jags are gonna want, and I really have a lot of faith in Gary and Conley, who I think has the potential to be a really good corner in this league, and I think Worley, he's still a little raw. We'll see how he works out, but I really think our secondary is already pretty solid. I don't think we need to waste any assets or anything for Ramsey. And I mean, Ramsey's good, but we've seen in past that corners are really situational.
Yeah.
They're really they change. The top corner changes damn near every year. It feels like.
It feels like every 6 weeks within the season,
Yeah,
everyone's anointing a new best cornerback in the league.
Kenny
So
Moore.
Kenny Moore. I mean,
I remember when the Seahawks had the best corner for years. Rest in peace.
Sherman, right?
Who they got now at corner?
They have
Shaquille Griffin.
Shaquille Griffin and they have like
Yeah.
3 corners on the rock. They might. I don't know, dude. They have some rookies. It's not looking good.
Yeah, not a good sign when you can't.
But their safeties are good.
And especially
and their linebackers.
Yeah, safeties, dude. Earl Thomas. Wait.
Or like Bradley McDougald.
Bradley McDougald.
What a name!
Okay. He's wet.
What a name! God,
Coming
damn.
from the Seahawks, right? Of course.
He is.
No, he's nice.
He did hella
he's
good.
nice. He's nice.
Like he's not fucking like the most incredible player ever, but
He's no
good. You don't need
Lamarcus
that.
Joyner. But
Okay.
Lamarcus Joyner.
Yikes.
I don't know, man. I don't know. We could talk all day about Raiders stuff.
okay, yeah. Let's move on that.
So a lot of stuff has happened this offseason. Most notably, the draft. So I think we'll start with the Colts. Since we got a Colts fan in the house, how do you see their draft? Do you like what their moves they made
Yeah.
within it, or
I mean, overall is what I expected.
yeah?
The Colts just went with a safe draft, traded their first round pick, got Rockison, Ben Benogu.
wanted Rockison. So
Yeah, I'm happy with him. My favorite pick was Paris Campbell. I'm just excited to see what Luck can do with him.
Yeah.
Overall, I'm happy with it. Saved a lot of monies. Got some picks for the future. So
Very true.
about what I expected. I don't think it really
They
showed
played it
anyone
pretty
how
safe.
they played it.
Yeah, they played it pretty safe.
Dorsey's a stud.
Yeah, Dorsett
Yeah.
is.
Dorsey
Or Dorsey.
Sorry.
John Dorsey.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
And
I'm
then-
ready for the year. This is
Yeah,
set to be
so-
Colts' best year since probably their Super Bowl years.
Yeah.
So what's
So-
your record? Like, what are you predicting them to make? Like, what's their record going to be?
12-4, something like that. 12-4, 13-3.
I believe it.
I agree.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Who are they?
Definitely.
Yeah.
they got.
Easy.
I
They
can see
almost broke top 10 defense
Yeah.
just from the late year push last season. They're definitely going to have a top 5 offense.
Yeah. I can see that.
Darius Leonard is a maniac.
Yeah.
Wait, what was the
Bellamy,
record last
yeah.
season?
10-6,
Oh,
but they
yeah.
won 10 of their last.
Yeah, then I
11
could see it
games.
12-4.
They started
It
1-5.
was crazy.
So.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah, that's insane.
Unless
Yeah, that was-
Andrew Luck dies again.
Sure.
Not,
The
not with that
shoulder holds
line.
up.
Not with that line. He's
That line
sacked
is
18
nice
times last
now,
year
man.
versus 56 the previous year. So that's
Carter
quite
sacked
the.
him to 18
That's
times in one
great.
game.
I know.
One game.
And we
And
have
leave
a
Carlo.
way more expensive line too.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But when you have Tom Cable, it doesn't matter.
Well, yeah, because his technique is like 70 years outdated. It's like ridiculous.
With Gruden.
With Gruden, yeah. Oh God. Okay.
Yeah, so they're gonna win the division pretty easily, I think.
Yeah.
I don't think
Who's in the division?
Every other team that
Texans,
wins.
Jags, and Titans.
Texans.
And Titan. They're both good.
They're
Titans
decent
are
teams. They'll be
I know,
competitive.
man. Ryan
but they're not gonna
Tannehill,
win the
dude, he'll
division.
dice you up. Yeah.
Yeah, it's Rosen now. It's
No
Rosen.
team led by Marcus Mariota or Ryan Tannehill is going to win the division.
Tannehill is not on the Dolphins anymore, though.
No, I know he went to the Titans.
Oh,
So that's what I'm saying.
yeah,
Like one of those two is going to be the starter in Tennessee.
When
And
Mariota
neither of them, yeah,
inevitably gets
It's
hurt.
not that bad.
he's not a playoff caliber quarterback.
And
I
he's
think-
not better
Has he
than
been in the
Luck.
playoffs?
He doesn't have the line Luck has.
Yeah, the only
They
competition
lost to
is-
the Patriots last 2
There
years
you go.
ago.
He's a playoff
Yeah.
caliber quarterback.
The only competition I feel like the Colts have is the Texans, but I'm not sure if they could
You want
Can
to talk about
put it
playoff
more than-
caliber quarterbacks?
more than like 10 wins.
Not Derek Carr.
Oh.
Okay, can we stop with the Raiders slander?
Oh my
Please, no
Dude,
stop.
we outnumber him too. Why are we letting him get
Slander.
away with this shit?
dude.
We need to get on with the takes.
'Cause you
With the
can't insult
takes.
the Seahawks because they're phenomenal.
So to switch it up.
As the ball would say, switching gears. Switching, you can switch up gears with me
Anytime.
anytime.
Switching up gears. DK Metcalf, is he gonna suck?
Surely you have better questions than that.
No, that's a pretty good question, I'd say.
He'll probably be pretty average.
Hot take.
Like what?
From a
My lukewarm
What do you
take.
project like
What-
his stats to be?
I honestly, it's hard to tell because the Seahawks have Tyler Lockett, who's I think he's a lock for 10 plus touchdowns, double digit touchdowns for sure. He's going to be the number one receiver for sure. I mean, I mean, maybe they try. Yeah, that's
Rest in
what I
peace,
mean.
Doug Baldwin.
He's not going to be the number one receiver in the league. I doubt that, but he's a lock for 10 touchdowns. He's going to put out the same efficiency as last season, probably, or something similar. And then they have David Moore, who they're trying to develop. So, I mean, he might be special because at one point last season, David Moore had like 7 catches for 4 touchdowns. Beast.
What a fantasy gem.
Not really because it's just 1 catch for a touchdown in a game. Yeah.
I mean, that's better than most like backups.
So yeah, it's hard to say about DK Metcalf. He is freakishly awesome looking.
I just feel like he doesn't have any hands, personally.
I mean, he might not, but also if you want to talk about route running, Tyler Lockett's very good at running routes, I think. So I mean, he could teach him a thing or two. You know, I don't know. I don't know what to think. That's what I'm saying. I think he's gonna be average.
Oh, well, you don't know? That's crazy.
No, I don't.
Wow.
I don't know if they'll figure out how to utilize him if they can.
How would you want to see him be used? Do you have any ideas?
I would love to see him used as what Jimmy Graham was 2 seasons ago, where they never threw to him until they hit the red zone, and then you just knew it was going straight to him for a touchdown. Yeah, and then he would just easily catch it. That's what I'm saying, because he's huge. So even if he's not a great route runner, you know, you just run like a curl route or something, catch it, or like a fade.
Run really fast and then turn around.
Yeah, or like a fade, just fucking jump over the corner and catch it.
Yeah.
That's what I'd like to see, but I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to think.
Yeah.
About Brown, Antonio.
Oh, you want to get into that already? Okay, yeah, let's do it. All right, let's. One of the probably the biggest headline for this offseason was the trade of Antonio Brown to the Oakland Raiders from the Pittsburgh Steelers. For the two, I mean, I'm obviously a Raiders fan, but I'm the host, so I got to say somewhat impartial. These two guys, though, Thomas Wheaton, Pawan Narayan, biggest Raider fans I know aside from myself. What do you guys think of the trade? Do you guys think it's going to pan out for the team? Or not? Do you think it's going to blow up and there's just going to be too many chemistry concerns within the locker room?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, first of all, you have to start with the fact that they got an all-pro, arguably,
Top 5 receiver for sure.
You could say top 5, top 3.
Oh, easy.
He's got the talent.
Easy.
That can be, but they didn't even have to give up a first-round pick.
Or second.
Trade on Earth.
Third, it was like a 3rd and a 6th, right? A 3rd and a 5th. 3rd and a 5th for Antonio Brown. It's like, Pittsburgh, you okay? You up? I know a lot of people are talking about chemistry issues and that kind of stuff, but AB was in Oakland within 2 days of being traded, and he knocked on Derek Carr's door, and they've been working out together since.
Yeah.
And obviously it's hard for anybody like us that's not there, like, actually interact with them to really tell how that chemistry is going.
Yeah.
But I don't see anybody having an issue with Derek Carr. So if there's any issue, it's going to be on AB, right?
Yeah.
And we've seen that happen. You could see that. But I think he genuinely likes being in Oakland. And I think the biggest problem with him in Pittsburgh is that he wasn't pushed.
Yeah.
And I think that he's now with Gruden, right? And Gruden is not going to go easy on anybody. He's going to be up on it. Everybody's ass every day.
Yeah, he is.
And I think that's going to bode well. And I like the thing that I noticed, or my take, I guess, is that in Pittsburgh they didn't feed him, right? Especially last year, and that's why he got so mad.
Definitely not.
Who the fuck else is Oakland going to throw to? Tyrell Williams? Okay, like twice a game on 60-yard bombs. I'm down.
Tyrell Williams is
down.
going to be nice.
But AB is going to get a ton of looks.
Derek Carr's going to make sure he gets looks, whereas Ben Roethlisberger had like a vendetta against AB for like a couple seasons.
And I think that Gruden is more flexible than Mike Tomlin in terms of how he wants to go about using his players. So I think you'll see a lot different usage of AB. You'll see a lot more short throws that he's going to be able to, with his route running and yards after catch potential, you're going to see a lot of big plays made out of nothing that Amari Cooper should have been able to do, but Amari Cooper didn't try hard enough to do.
Yeah.
I think just in terms of trade value and in terms of outlook for how he's going to be used, I think it was a great trade. And obviously I do have my homer glasses on when it comes to the Raiders, but
of course.
I genuinely believe that AB is going to be great in Oakland.
Yeah.
And I think
I'd like to add that AB in the last in the last 4 seasons averaged 10 targets per game with the Steelers. So, what are you talking about not being fed?
He wasn't fed good looks.
Yeah,
They were
it
so-
was
If you're
forced throws.
Antonio Brown, you don't need good looks.
I can't.
You need to be yeeted to.
I
and
can't
you
remember.
freaking
I
grab
can't
it
remember
over
the specific statistic, but the connection between Ben Roethlisberger and Antonio Brown resulted in the most uncatchable thrown balls. I don't know how the fuck PFF measures that, but he had the most uncatchable passes thrown his way over the last 5 seasons. So yeah, 10 targets, but that can be a little misleading in terms of when you're looking at how he's being used, what these targets are looking like, and that kind of stuff. But
I think one of the most like underrated things about Antonio Brown coming to the Raiders is the fact that like obviously we have such a young defense, like our secondary, like Conley, Worley, and we just got Abram. Like they're all young guys, so the fact that they have to go against a guy like Antonio Brown in practice will not only like benefit Antonio Brown obviously, but I think it's gonna help like our secondary as well. Because like when you have a guy like Antonio Brown in practice and you have to go against one like man on man, like who else do you really like want to or need to go against like to really like focus on like how you're playing and stuff.
That's true, yeah.
And I think that's like a really like something that I thought was really valuable. Like after seeing some like OTA videos and stuff, I saw some guys obviously struggle, but like it seemed like it really like got to their head and like they want to be better. So I think like Antonio Brown brings that aspect to our team as well. And obviously we haven't had a guy like that talented in a long time. Like we thought
Randy Moss.
Cooper.
Yes. Randy Moss.
Well, we all know how Randy Moss ended up on the Raiders.
He didn't give a shit. Dude.
But we thought Cooper was gonna be that guy, but he wasn't a leader in any sort of way. I feel like personally, like at least when he was on, I don't know how he is on Dallas, but
I feel like he was used wrong too.
Yeah.
Just, like they were using him in a lot of screen packages and stuff. It just didn't make sense. Anyways,
Yeah.
sorry.
yeah, no, that's completely true. And I think Antonio Brown's gonna come in and like be obviously he has like he's really egotistic and stuff like that. We've seen the offseason, but I think that he's gonna be a really good leader with Carr, and it's gonna result in something really good for our offense that we have hoped for so long. And with our other additions, Jacobs in the backfield, I think Grant is a really low-key pickup that we had that might be able to do some damage in the slot.
I would agree.
And Renfro, I think Hunter Renfro out of Clemson is a really like sure-handed guy, receiver.
The undroppable man.
Yeah, and I don't know if you'll like see a lot of action right away, but I think he could be a good target for Carr, especially on like third and shorts and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I really like the move, especially like what Thomas said. Like we really didn't give anything up. Like
Yeah, we just
we're
got
like you can't like if we give up a first round pick, you would have a bigger debate. I feel like
Yeah.
That's true.
but the fact that we give up that is just awesome.
I mean, just look at it this way. Last year, you guys got to help me with the name, but we gave up a 3rd round pick for Bryant last name.
Martavis
Bryant.
Motherfucking Martavis Bryant.
We gave up a 3rd for him. And what did we have to give up to get Antonio Brown? A 3rd and a 5th?
Yeah, so we just added a 5th.
That's it. So, I mean, okay, cool. Awesome. Thanks, guys.
Damn, we really gave up a 3rd for Martavis.
Is he still on the roster?
Yeah, well, technically.
Where's Seth
But-
Roberts?
Well, he's
Seth
on the
Roberts.
exempt list.
Yeah, he's on the exempt list.
Seth Roberts?
No, it's Seth Roberts.
He gone. Thank God he's gone.
Bro, Seth Roberts, like, if he ever listened to this podcast, I fuck with you that one year, but bro, you need to get hands, bro.
Nah, bro.
You need to get hands, bro.
I fucked with him that one game in fucking Tampa Bay.
Yeah.
When he caught that pass, the two guys
Yeah.
tackled each other and he slipped through for the game-winning touchdown.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right, brother. But other than that,
So trash.
dude, I can just hear Greg pop right now. Carr looking to Roberts. Oh, and he fucking dropped it again. All right.
I miss Greg Papa, man. God,
Yeah,
I miss him a lot.
Shame.
All right, so now it's time to get to the segment that will probably end all segments because we'll be arguing about this all night.
Here we go.
So, what is the one team coming up in the NFL season that you believe is going to overexceed expectations? We'll
All right,
start.
let me start.
Okay, we'll
Let
start
me
with Poe. We'll
All
start
right.
with Poe.
Okay, listen, pay attention to the question. He said overexceed expectations, right? All right, expectations.
0.
So what I'm saying, I'm gonna go all in. I'm gonna say the New York Jets Wait, listen. The New York,
Listen, Linda, listen.
the New York Jets will exceed expectations because first they have no expectations, right? And I think that they made very solid picks or acquisitions in the offseason. I think C.J. Mosley is one of the best linebackers in the league, and the fact that they got him along with, is it Jamal Adams? Jamal Adams, who's a very young and really good safety. I think their defense is really nice, especially that they got Leonard Williams on the line. And on offense, they did pick up Kelechi Assembly. I know that he's an older guy, but I think he's still going to be impactful. When it comes to the offensive line, I think veterans are better than young players anyways, for the most part. And he's not with Tom Cable anymore, so I think that's going to help Kelechi a lot, and it's going to help the line. I think he's going to be that leader for the line, and it's all up to Darnold, and I know that's a lot.
That's the problem.
But the thing is, like, I really think that the Jets are going to be able to, they're going to exceed expectations. They're really going to be like on to come up in some sort of way.
Do you think they finish second in their division?
So they got the Pats. Wait, in the Pats division?
Yeah. Pats, Dolphins, and Bills. Yeah.
Dude, it's Dolphins and Bills, bro. Are you kidding me?
Bills,
No, they will
outperform
finish
Jets.
Bills Mafia.
No, Bills will not outperform the Jets. I think the Jets.
Allen's a maniac.
I think the Jets
They'll
will
finish
exceed
second in their division with
expectations.
5 wins.
That is, it'll still exceed expectations. I think the Jets are my pick. The Jets are my
The
pick.
Jets.
With
God.
Adam Gase.
What about
Yeah, with Adam Gase.
about
And
under?
they fired their GM.
What about underachieve?
Underachieve.
Underachieve. What team do you think? Or do you want to just go overachieve for everybody and then we'll go underachieve after?
Yeah. Just
All right, so who wants to go next? Chase, I believe it's your time to shine.
I mean,
What team do you think is going to overachieve?
I don't know about overachieve, but I have really high hopes for Browns, like plenty of people.
Yeah, that's common now.
Yeah,
All right, second
that's
team,
not really
second
overachieve. I don't know. Go to someone else. I still need to think about that.
Yeah, that's not easy.
TVs.
All right. Man, I want to say the Panthers. And
a good
hear
one.
me out here. Hear me
I
out
like
here.
that one. Yeah.
Who doesn't think they're going to be good?
Well, everybody's just kind of like
always had the talent.
Yeah.
they just never put it together. So I guess like
And their
from
line
an
sucks.
expectation standpoint, yeah, it's just like their line is supposed to be healthy this year. They just signed I can't remember his name, Norwell, something like that, Norbert.
Yeah. I think it is Norwell.
Norwell. So the line's supposed to be healthy. Cam Newton's supposed to be healthy, which healthy Cam Newton, I'm one of his biggest like haters. I don't think Cam Newton's that great, but he does win you games, and that's something that not a lot of other NFL quarterbacks can say. Also, I think that signing Gerald McCoy is a huge move. He's going to have a vendetta against fucking Tampa Bay for letting him go, signing Ndamukong Suh, and then giving him his number. So I think the Panthers are going to be all right this year. I think they're going to exceed expectations, per your words. I don't think anybody's beating the Saints for the NFC South title, but I think they will, be around that 10-6, 9-7 mark, and slightly exceed people's expectations.
Okay. All right. That's a great soliloquy right there, man.
Soliloquy?
You're a Gruden grinder, man. Oh, yeah.
I've got 2.
Oh wow! All right.
So,
Give me a second.
no. The Bengals.
All right, bro.
Okay,
That's even more
Hold up.
than the Jets. Fuck out of here.
Well, hold up. They're going to finish second in their division behind the Browns. And I think that's better because everyone thinks they're going to be in 4th.
They will be in fourth.
So that's why I say
Well,
no. Okay, check it out.
Why?
They're gonna go like 8-8 or like 9-7. So not great, but they're gonna finish second because Steelers are gonna suck and they're gonna be third. And I don't want to get into my underachieve, but the Ravens are gonna be terrible and they're gonna finish 4th.
Wow.
And so that's why the Bengals are going to finish second. And Powan said also, which I agree with, Joe Mixon's going to go off.
Joe Mixon.
Yeah, see?
True.
But that doesn't mean that the Bengals are going to win games.
The Bengals drafted Jonah Williams.
Yeah,
Jonah Hill, and I was like,
And-
Jonah Hill.
Yeah, they drafted Jonah Hill.
Football.
I'd like to see that, though. And my second, you ready for this one?
I'm ready, yeah.
Broncos.
Oh, get out of Get the mic away from that guy.
Joe Flacco is elite.
That is the
Elite.
dumbest. No.
No, check it. All the analysts predict them for 2 wins. I say they double it. Double the prediction. 4 wins. Minimum. I'd go as far to say 5 wins.
Oh my god, dude.
5
Bro.
wins. None against the Raiders.
Joe Flacco's going to go off for no reason. I have no stats or anything to support that.
Okay.
Except for a strong gut feeling. Joe Flacco.
Joe-
Super Bowl winner.
Dude. Who the fuck is he throwing to?
Yeah, I don't.
Cortland Sutton. baby.
Cortland Sutton.
Cortland Sutton and Jake Butt.
Jake.
Dude, I don't even. Get.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Get the mic away from this
Philip
guy.
Lindsay.
I can't even.
Bro, don't
I
sleep
can't
on
even
Philip
change
Lindsay.
We
Philip
still need to
Lindsay.
hear Chase.
We need to get the mic away from this man.
Run this podcast back when they win the Super Bowl.
Next year.
No, watch when the Jets finish good, and then everyone will thank me
More
for the knowledge.
6 picks in the first game.
All right, Chase. What's your pick? You got one?
Nathan Peterman.
I don't know if I got. I mean, I want to say Bears,
on the-
but that's not really overachieving. I think people just have pretty low
Peterman gets the
expectations for some
starting
reason.
For
for the
who?
Bears.
For the Bears?
Yeah,
Wow. Well, that's not a bad
I think
pick.
they'll make it pretty far into the playoffs.
The
to be honest.
Bears?
I personally think that.
Oh, don't start this guy.
I
on the
personally-
Bears.
All right, no. The Bears are probably going to do good. Their defense is insanely good.
Yeah, that's
but
what I'm
Mitchell
saying.
Trubisky will struggle this year, and I really think
Okay.
so. I think that his defense completely carried him. Now defenses are going to study this guy and know that he's not that great of a
but
quarterback.
not Lamar Jackson.
Well, okay. no. Lamar Jackson's a whole different story.
He's not
Mitchell
great, but
Trubisky
he's
will
good, and that's all
outperform
you need to be
Jackson
when
by
you have
far.
a
Oh, yeah, no,
one of
like,
the best
no,
defenses ever.
he could he could outperform like Lamar Jackson
Or
for
like
sure, but
Derek
that's not that
Carr,
much of an
like-
accomplishment.
Some other bad quarterback.
All right, let's go to the other.
I want to see the
question.
alternate story
Other part
where
of the
Parkey doesn't miss that field goal. I want
Wow.
to see what happens later.
Okay. I mean,
He,
that
he
would be
still
interesting.
misses the field goal.
Give him another try.
Rest in peace, Cody Parkey. God damn. All right, I'm gonna throw
Would you rather
mine.
have Cody Parkey or Blair Walsh take a 40-yard field goal for your life? Guess you're dying.
All right, Marco, what's your pick?
My pick
Seahawks
is.
legend Blair Walsh.
Are you guys ready for my pick?
All right, yeah.
All right. You guys are gonna laugh. I already know it. I don't give a shit. Just because there's always one quarterback, rookie quarterback coming in that always just goes crazy.
Cardinals.
No, the Redskins.
You
I think
Haskins fan.
Dwayne Haskins has a gigantic chip on his shoulder, and that really does matter. I mean, you look at what's his
getting
name.
Geist back too.
Yeah, they are getting him back.
Darius Nice.
And then you look at last season how everyone was counting out Baker Mayfield when he got picked first. Everyone was like,
Except
"Why
for
is this?
me.
Why is
who's
this guy?"
everyone?
Except for us.
I definitely was doubting him a lot, and a lot of people were. And then the year before, when the name escapes me, I should know it. Fuck, but the quarterback for the Texans, Deshaun Watson. Yeah, when he got picked, everyone was like, "Man, I don't know if he could like play in a pro system." Blah blah blah. And he like went on a tear his first season. I feel like Dwayne Haskins is going to be that quarterback this year, and I feel like they'll push him into the wild card, and then they'll get bounced. But that's it. So that's my pick. But now we're going to get to the best segment of them all. And Andrew already kind of jumped on it. But which team do you think is going to underachieve?
Oh God, toss that
I
one.
got
away.
one for that.
I got a team. All right, or you go first. Then.
The Ravens are for sure gonna get less than 4 wins.
Less than 4.
For sure.
Less than 4.
Lamar Jackson is so trash.
Their defense is very.
They're pretty good, but
defense
they
is
lost C.J. Mosley. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This
At
fool,
least Trubisky could throw some teams.
what's gonna happen, right?
Yeah.
he thinks he can play college football in the NFL, which you cannot. You have to actually be able to throw too.
You can play college football for
You can run a lot. Yeah, you can run a lot, and that's fine.
Yeah,
like Kaepernick had some success with it, and he sucked. He couldn't really throw either, but he could run well enough, and he could like hit a receiver sometimes. This fool Lamar Jackson can't throw the ball for his life, and then he's gonna go on a run, and a linebacker's gonna fucking tee him up and send him to the moon.
Oh, so is your prediction actually that Lamar Jackson gets hurt?
No, he just sucks. But that is the thing. I mean, he could if you run more, you're more likely to get hurt.
For sure.
I think the Ravens are gonna do worse than they did last season, but not less than 4 wins.
I say 4 or less. I'll go with that.
Wow,
I think 4 or less.
That's
because I mean, even if their defense is good,
I can see it.
that fool sucks.
you're predicting like first overall pick then, like that
Sure.
bad.
They're gonna finish last in their division. You heard it here first. And you know who's gonna finish first? The Browns. You know who's gonna win the AFC Championship?
The Raiders.
The Browns.
God, all these takes, dude. My head's spinning. All right, Thomas.
All right, here. Let's go to somebody with a little
Don't
more
steal my team.
more knowledge. No, all right, I'm not gonna. I don't think I'm gonna steal your team, but I might be. I wanted to say Patriots, but just because I think, knock on wood, Brady's finally gonna fall off the fucking earth.
But to doubt.
But you can't doubt Bill Belichick and like what he can do with the team. So I'm actually going with the Chargers.
Wow.
The team. All right.
No, it's not my
Philip
team.
Rivers.
All right. Yeah. I think that there's too much talent between the Chiefs and the Raiders in the AFC West that the Chargers can't just like rely upon their division schedule like they used to. I think Philip Rivers he's had too many goddamn kids, dude. Literally Father Time's catching up with that
He almost has
motherfucker.
a whole offense.
How easy is it for him to have a kid? What do you mean?
No, but it's just like, man, his wife's probably at home like, Philip, you need to stop fucking playing football and help me take care of these 12 kids that you planted in me.
And then he's probably like, bro, you want $20 million or what?
I mean, yeah. But
And she's like,
so
you right, all right.
I Philip Rivers is gonna regress. I think he took a huge hit when he lost Tyrell Williams because I think that he does something to an offense that is very hard to really quantify and like really look at until it happens.
Henry back.
I agree. Oh,
He
they
will be
will.
getting Hunter Henry back. That is true. And Melvin Gordon, I believe in Melvin Gordon. Melvin Gordon is a stud, but I do think the defense is not going to be good enough to get them to the playoffs, kind of like they did last year. The offense is good, but I think that the defense isn't going to be good enough to seal wins that they would be getting otherwise, if that makes sense.
No, that makes sense.
I think they're going to take a step back, and I think that other teams are going to step forward and like figure them out. And the offensive line is also still a fucking tire fire. They're going to get Forrest something back. Forrest Lamp. I was going to say Forrest Lane, but Forrest Lamp.
Forrest
They're
Lamp.
going to get Forrest Lamp back, but he hasn't played he tore his ACL before the season even started last year. I don't know what's going on with him, but I don't think the offensive line is going to be good. Philip Rivers is literally the definition of immobile. And,
He's like Eli Manning.
He's like Tom
Exactly.
Brady.
Exactly. And I think
Without the line.
he's also one big hit from being hurt. Because Philip Rivers has done an impeccable job of not really being hurt in his career.
Yeah.
So I think everybody's due for an injury at one point or another. I'm not wishing injury and I'm not predicting injury, but I do have some concerns, and I think that the Chargers are going to take a step back.
And I just got to add to Anthony Lynn. I do not believe is a good coach. I don't think
agree.
he's that good.
I completely agree.
So I also agree. That was going to be my team too, but it's all good. No, fuck the Chargers. All right, let's go.
All right, my team is the other Los Angeles team. I'm going with the Rams.
Yes, I was going to add that after everyone went. All right.
So I believe the Rams for multiple reasons. Number one being Todd Gurley has the weirdest injury that I've like heard of because it's so like low key, but it seems like he's not going to be able to play a whole 16-game season, and I don't know how much carries he could get without C.J. Anderson backing him up either.
Yeah, imagine trading, or not trading, but releasing and letting your best running back go to free agency. That's what the Rams did.
And C.J. Anderson,
He's
We don't
free agent,
know.
I think.
He's still a free agent.
C.J. Anderson was a big part of their playoff run.
Yeah.
I think
'cause
he was a huge.
He was better than Todd Gurley.
And I think Gurley was. We all know Gurley was damn near their offense. And another thing is Jared Goff got really let off the hook because of Gurley. I feel like a lot of the time. I really think like their receivers are pretty good. They have Cooks, they have Woods, Cup.
Cup's coming off a tornado ACL.
Yeah, Cup's coming off an injury, and Robert Woods had an amazing year that no one knew about.
I knew
Robert-
about him. I had him on
Yeah.
fantasy.
because of
go.
fantasy, yes.
Yeah, a lot of people really don't know, but I think he had over 1,100 yards and like over 7 touchdowns. Like
He
crazy.
killed it. He killed it.
He killed it. And they lost Sue.
I mean,
They got Weddle, but how good is Weddle now?
Old man Weddle.
There you go. And I just think that the Rams are gonna finish behind the Seahawks, who I think will win the division.
Yup.
And I really think the Niners will have stepped their game up to where the Rams can't just run over them in the division.
Hot take. Niners beat the Rams at home this year.
Whoa.
Which
In
I think
LA.
could happen.
The Seahawks got beat at home by them last season.
But I think I think that the Rams, they obviously went to the Super Bowl last season, and we saw Goff falter a lot in that game.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people are going to take note of that, and I don't think that the Rams are going to be nearly as good as they were. I think that the Bears could possibly be a better team. The Seahawks could be a better team. There's a lot of teams in the NFC that I think could be better.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's why I'm saying the Rams. I think I was honestly surprised that they even made the Super Bowl. I thought they would fall somewhere during the playoffs.
And then what happened?
And we all know what happened in the Super Bowl. A textbook beatdown.
The most
by the
Textbook
Patriots.
Jared Goff.
The most boring Super Bowl of all time.
Yeah,
Jared Goff
honestly.
is a bottom 10
The
quarterback.
best part of that
Yeah.
Super Bowl was the SpongeBob cameo, and that's it.
That was also the
that
worst
was the
part.
worst.
Yeah, but
It was nice to just see SpongeBob, and then it just went downhill from there.
that's what I'm saying. I think a lot of people agree with that too. I've seen a lot of analysts kind of say the same thing, but I
Yeah.
really truly believe the Rams for my team.
Nice. I like that. Yeah, I agree. I don't think the Rams are going to be as good either. I don't know. I think Gurley with arthritis, how can you trust him?
Yeah,
Running back that has arthritis, his knee's already at age 26.
Yeah,
What the
but
fuck?
I got arthritis at 22, and let me tell you, getting up in the mornings is fucking hard, dude. Your knees are locked up, and this dude's trying to run and cut on them all 16 games.
Not
chance.
even just run and cut. He's literally their offense. Short downs, check downs, everything. He does it all. And that puts so much pressure off of Goff. And now that they don't have another back,
Yeah.
I don't know who their second string back is right now.
Fucking, what's his name?
Some no names.
Some no name. You heard it here
Someone
first.
remember.
Some no name. If that no name is listening to this, I'm sorry. But
Maybe, man. I don't
Probably
know.
not.
All right, Chase. What's your team?
Well, Thomas actually took mine.
Aw.
I thought the Chargers. I had some other reasons. I mean,
agree.
all his reasons make sense, but I
what were your
also
other reasons?
despise Phillip Rivers.
Why?
Just personally.
Whoa.
Ever since
The
the,
Raiders-
I think it was divisional round, 2011 against the Colts.
Ever
He's
since
also
then?
smug and just fucking hate him when
Wow.
he's talking on the
I did
sideline.
not know you felt this
I
way
fuck
towards
with
Phillip
that.
Rivers.
I
fuck
hate
with
Tom
that.
Brady, but I hate Phillip Rivers
Don't
way
even get
more.
me started with Brady.
You just hate Mormons, okay? You could just say it. It's fine.
I honestly didn't even know he was.
Oh.
Is he Mormon?
Yeah, he is.
He has,
I did not
he
know
has
that.
12 kids.
Oh, that adds up. That makes a lot of sense.
The second option, I want to say the Cowboys. I think they'll fall off pretty
Yeah.
significantly.
Dak
Prescott's
What's your
overrated.
name?
I think Jason Garrett is not as good a
The clapper.
Yeah.
Hey, bro, they got Witten back, bro.
Oh, yeah.
my
Hey,
that-
by the way, the
never
best.
mind.
By the way, the best offseason move. Jason Wynn is not in the booth next year.
True.
Thank
Thank
God.
God.
Thank God.
Thank God Booger McFarland's finally up in the fucking
the booger
in the
car,
booth.
booger
Please get Tony Romo out of it.
Yes,
He
thank you.
calls the most obvious play.
I think they're gonna run on it. First and goal.
They're third and goal at the 1. They're probably gonna run it here. Oh my God, he predicted it.
Real quick, Chase, sorry, but if they had to put someone in, Charles Woodson, just saying.
Charles Wilson. Oh, yeah. Charles
would be a
Wilson
good
would be really
I'm
good.
down.
Go on.
That's fine. I don't.
So the Cowboys, what about the Cowboys other than Dak? You don't think that
they also got blanked by the Colts, so
No, true.
That felt pretty good.
You don't
and if
think-
you get blanked,
Yeah.
It's not a good sign.
You don't think that defense is gonna like turn it up? I mean, they like came alive last season. They're the whole reason why they beat the Saints and they
Bruh,
went on
Like
that
a
run.
solid defense, but so did
Sean
the
Lee
Ravens.
has half a hip.
But you got Van Der Esch now.
Van Der Esch is
You don't.
very good.
Van Der Esch is good.
I agree with that.
Van Der Esch is really good.
I mean, Sean Lee's on the way out, but I don't know.
I'm not
think,
saying they'll be a bad team.
Yeah, you just think they're going to regress a little bit.
Even if they might make the playoffs, but
They will have a harder
They'll
schedule.
lose the first game.
They will have a harder schedule. So who knows what's going to happen? I don't know. I was silently rooting for the Cowboys last season just because, like, to see Amari Cooper actually on a team that was actually in the playoffs and like winning, I felt happy for him.
That hurt a little bit too.
It hurt a little bit, but I was like, you know what? Good for him. I'm happy for him. Happy for both my boys, Khalil and Cooper. I missed them so much. But yeah, so we have a guy that roots for NFC West team. We have a guy who roots for AFC South.
even though
That doesn't
they're-
make any sense.
Well,
But
it used to be Baltimore, but that's still not even in.
yeah, that's not even in the
South.
South.
Less South.
I don't understand why.
And then we have
so.
3 AFC West guys. So let's just go by division and let's just pick together and to be able to agree upon, if that's even
I don't know if
possible,
that's possible.
I don't know.
the teams that are going to come out of every division. Are you ready?
Yeah, I mean, I'm ready.
Okay.
Maybe we start with AFC South. I feel like there's
That one's
the
pretty
least
easy.
eight among us.
Yeah.
You don't think the
Least
Texans
bias.
have a chance at all?
No.
Really, no chance.
Okay, it looks like we're off to a bad start.
I think that the Texans have a big chance, mainly because they have the best receiver in the league, DeAndre Hopkins.
Yeah, true.
Best receiver in the league, in my
If he
opinion.
had-
Fuller's pretty good.
And
too.
Fuller
Can't stay on
and
the field.
Yeah.
yeah, but you know,
But, yeah.
if they're healthy, they have a chance. I think the Colts
That's a
can pull it
big
off,
if.
but they have a chance.
And they don't got a good line.
Yeah, that's
Then,
true.
Yeah,
no.
I
That's
can see
true.
They can never seem to beat the Colts.
I'll give it to the Colts, but honestly, another team that I was going to say for the sleepers was just the Dolphins. Honestly, no,
fired out, Jace.
seriously. Just because a team, I mean, you saw this with the Bills like 2 years ago, where there was zero expectations. Everybody thought they would suck, and they won like 5 games in a row.
Who's the quarterback?
Rosen.
No, bro, they got Fitzmagic, dude.
Yeah, they
yeah.
did. They did have
Three games
Fitzmagic.
with
They did have
Fitzmagic.
Fitzmagic.
Okay.
True.
I'm down. That means they're gonna go 3-0 and be done after that.
Any other reasons?
That means they're gonna go
No,
3-13.
other than just like I just have a good feeling about the Dolphins for maybe the beginning of the season, and then they'll like squeak into the
Wait,
playoffs.
didn't they start 3-0 last season?
Yeah, something like that. Like
Yeah.
4-1 or something like
Yeah,
that.
they
like
kind of
that,
went
then.
off at first.
Yeah.
Albert Wilson's my boy, though. I love Albert.
Albert
Miami
Wilson.
Miracle,
Tight end.
best game of the league.
Wilson. No, he's on the Dolphins.
That was
I
wild.
like the tight end of
Fucking-
the Dolphins.
Gronk playing
No,
safety.
he's a
Lol.
receiver. He's a speedster.
Oh, it made me happy.
All right, next division. I think we'll go AFC North. So we got the Browns.
Oh, okay,
Bengals.
easy. Browns. Everyone here.
You don't think the Steelers at all?
No,
No.
no way.
I
Nobody.
say-
Their defense
way.
is god awful,
oh yeah.
and they just lost their best receiver.
Browns are going to the Super Bowl, so
But
what's
they
there
got
to talk about?
they got Juju.
Juju Smith has not seen the coverage that Antonio Brown got.
True.
I'll tell you that.
True, yeah, I agree.
That's the main thing.
He's good though.
He's good. He's a great receiver. Like, don't get me wrong.
But
But
he's not
Antonio
gonna
Brown
carry
took-
their team to
Exactly.
Antonio Brown took a lot of heat off of
He's no
Juju.
Darius Hayward.
and disagreeing with
my God.
disagreeing with Drew
Steelers
though.
legend.
Disagreeing with Drew, I think
Raiders
I think
legend.
I think the Ravens will be second.
Wrong.
I
So
think the Ravens will be
wrong.
second.
You think the Ravens will be
Personally,
second?
I think the Ravens. I think the reason is okay. I know Lamar probably will have a bad year, but like kind of like the Bears. I think their defense is really talented and will like propel them to a couple wins.
Yeah. No, I agree.
I don't care.
And they got Mark Ingram is an upgrade at running
I
back.
don't
Yeah,
care as
that's
long as the
true.
Browns win the division.
But Browns will win
That's
the
all that
division.
matters.
With OBJ.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
OBJ and Jarvis Landry is
Nick Chubb.
amazing.
Oh yeah, Nick.
They got
Chubb.
Kareem Hunt coming
They have-
in
they have a-
mid-season.
They have like a top 10
Kareem-
defense too.
Oh, yeah,
Hey,
Kareem
don't
Hunt.
forget Joker.
I mean, when you
bro.
have like fucking
Kareem Hunt.
4 first overall picks in 5 years, yeah,
Yeah.
you're gonna get some
They
good
just
fucking
have
players.
Yeah.
not to.
Yeah,
when you
Miles
suck for so
Garrett,
long.
it
Bro,
goes
they're
on
gonna
and
be
on.
Scary.
Finally, they're good, man. Fuck.
Yeah, shout out to Cleveland fans, honestly.
Yeah.
Shout out.
They've been through it worse than Oakland fans.
Yeah,
they definitely
they
have.
have.
And then AFC East. So, I mean, do we even have to talk about
Patriots
it?
gonna win.
Yeah.
Are we sure the Patriots? Not the Jets? Are we sure not the Jets?
Jet. No, not the Jets.
Jets.
The Jets will overexceed expectations, but dude,
With 6 wins.
that is still overexceeding. Is it not? Okay, but
Maybe they'll finish second.
bro,
I'll give you
until
that one.
Belichick and Brady
But they'll finish second.
are gone,
Yeah.
they like. I remember people doubted them last year, and look what happened.
Yeah.
Like, you can't. You have to take
Patriots
the Patriots.
recently-
He will be incredible for as long as he plays. He's never going to be bad.
I mean,
Facts.
the Patriots every year, it seems like they start out super slow. They like lose a couple games where you're just like, oh, what's going on? And then
Yeah.
they just
They
rattle
lose
off
to the
like
Dolphins
9.
every
Yeah, every year.
They
I don't
lost on the
understand.
Hail Mary.
Dude, the fucking
Miami
Dolphins.
Miracle.
That was ridiculous. All right, and then everyone's favorite division, the AFC West.
Chiefs.
I mean, I think it has to be the Chiefs.
It has to be the Chiefs.
Really? No Raiders? No.
Okay.
How could
I mean,
Raiders
they,
talk.
they have the
the
MVP.
Bro,
We know that motherfucking Tyreek Hill is not going to get suspended.
That's so
Like,
dumb.
it-
That is so stupid that he's
I-
not. He broke his son's arm.
Can we get a new
fuck?
commissioner, please?
Like,
That
Roger
would be-
Goodell.
Fuck,
that-
Roger, dude, fuck Roger Goodell, man.
No, but
Oh, boy.
dude, also with the Raiders, do we have such a hard schedule, bro? It's
and we're
insane.
never home.
And we have 5 straight away games.
Really?
And, like
Yeah.
in
Yeah,
the
we are.
beginning,
That's
like
not good.
the
8
NFL
games
just
of the
bent us
season.
over the fucking counter.
Bro,
They're
that's
like,
happened
you
to
want to
the
move to
Seahawks
Vegas?
Yeah. They started 2
But
away.
you can't like even though I'm a huge Chiefs hater and like Raider fan, like dude, the Chiefs are a talented ass team and they did
I don't
so.
know. I
The
don't know.
defense is ass though. That's
With no
Their defense,
with no Kareem Hunt, I just don't know if they're going to be as good because he was a pretty big part of their offense. last
Yeah,
year.
but Damian Williams
Yeah.
stepped in and played really well. And I think that I agree with that a lot of times. Like, losing a running back can hurt. But if there's anybody in the league that's going to, like, just shrug off losing a running back like that, it's going to be Andy Reid. That motherfucker looks like a walrus,
Yes.
but he is an offensive genius. I
Yeah.
will give him that.
Yeah.
Credit where credit is due.
Yeah. No, I agree. I mean, I hate to say it, but I think the Chiefs will take it too. But honestly, I think the Raiders have a good shot this year.
I think the Raiders have a chance of finishing second. I don't think they will.
Second.
Yeah.
No. First.
I do think they do.
Mahomes is getting hurt.
Who else is in the division?
you're gonna wish
Broncos and Chargers.
Not wishing it.
Oh,
the Chargers fall
Broncos,
off
you
more
say.
than-
Broncos are
expected.
garbage. I think the Chargers are going to fall off, so I do think that the Raiders can finish second.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be tough. They're going to need to win a lot of hard games.
True.
But I do think they're going to be able to
They'll
put
need to
2 and 2
overexceed
together.
to finish second.
Wait,
And-
what about this take? The Broncos finished 3rd with 5 wins.
Who finishes 4th?
Don't even
Raiders.
say it. Don't even say that.
The Raiders are clearly going to get like 9 wins.
Dude, I don't even know, man. I just hate
That
how, I just hate how the league like gives us a away game or like a game in London every year or Mexico City and claims that as a home game. So we
Yeah.
just
Well,
Yeah.
fuck
so
that.
I agree, and then I did some research. The Raiders have to agree to play that game. And so, and because of outstanding circumstances, I think they do agree to like it being a home game, but I think it helps the Raiders as a brand more than people like think.
Well, yeah.
It sucks to play like a home game in London or Mexico City, but then like it's when you, in the grand scheme of things, when you get the league to agree to let you move to Vegas and get a huge payday because
Yeah.
of that, and grow your brand on international markets, like,
Yeah.
it makes sense. But I do think it's fucking dumb for the team to just be like, yeah, we don't need to play at home.
Yeah.
Especially in the last year in front of Oakland fans.
Yeah,
Like,
that's why I'm kind of like
that's kinda
salty about
shitty.
it. But then again, too, I mean, one of their old nicknames is the World's Team, so it makes sense why they play across the globe. But it's just annoying them being there, it being their last year. But yeah, anyways, we'll move on to the NFC South. So that's Saints, Panthers, Falcons, and Tampa.
Damn, that's
a
like that
good division.
That's Saints
Yep.
though.
Saints.
Easy Saints.
Are you
Breeze is-
sure?
Yeah.
Yeah, with Breeze.
Breeze,
Falcons
Kamara,
trash.
Michael Thomas, can't guard Mike.
I think
Yeah,
I don't know, man. I
I
feel
think
like
Saints, but I think the Falcons.
I think the Falcons
if they
might
could
be.
put it
Yeah, I had them
together,
as my overachievers.
the Falcons
Or no, I had
have.
the Panthers, sorry.
I think the Falcons have the talent, but they just always underachieve. I feel like.
Because they can never get it to Julio Jones in the red zone. I don't know what their issue is, but they just can't fucking do it. It's so annoying.
and they have like so many weapons. Like they lost Coleman though, which is I think he was a better option than Freeman, honestly.
Yeah.
But
they have Sanu still, right?
Bruce Arians and
nah,
Tampa Bay,
Ridley.
though.
They have Calvin Ridley.
Oh.
Though. Calvin Ridley's huge. Yeah. But yeah, I think the Saints will take it. They're so talented.
They have Bruce Arians.
Christian McCaffrey's gonna go off. This year.
Oh,
Again,
yeah.
he went off last
Oh,
year.
yeah.
Don't expose him.
I
He's
could
my
see it.
fantasy target.
Yeah, me too. I could see him finishing.
Y'all laughed
with
at me for getting.
all-purpose yards leader. I could see it.
I mean, yeah.
If they don't throw in like a second back for like a committee,
Yeah.
I think he could easily get all-purpose yards leader.
Yeah, I mean, I that does make a lot of sense. I could see that happening.
We all know Cam can't throw it more than 10 yards down the field. So.
But yeah,
Who's his receivers?
So I'll just keep checking it down.
Who's Cam got a receiver?
Fucking,
No.
well,
I feel like they got someone.
yeah,
got-
they got that kid last year in the draft. I can't. Curtis Samuel.
yeah, Curtis
yeah.
Samuel.
They also have a Moore, don't they?
Moore.
They have a receiver.
Oh, DJ Moore.
Yeah, DJ
Chris
Moore.
Hogan.
Oh yeah, they have Chris Hogan now. Yeah,
Chris Hogan.
awesome. The
They have
lacrosse
Torrey
all star. Oh yeah, that's who I was thinking. Torrey Smith. Yeah,
Torrey Smith.
Old Man Smith. But yeah, I think we all agree on the Saints. Okay, this isn't going as bad as I thought. I thought there'd be a lot more arguments. This is interesting. Okay, and then NFC North. So that's
Bears,
the Packers. I honestly think the
Bears.
Packers are gonna be
No
not
way.
bad.
I think the Packers will do all right.
Rodgers sucks.
What do you mean?
But-
No way.
Rodgers sucks.
Get
Wait, hold
the
on.
hell!
Please,
Wait.
please
Yeah.
say that into the mic so we have it on.
And give some back.
Rodgers is not a top 3 quarterback, and everyone thinks he is, and he's so not.
Wow.
What's the reason?
Because he's not that good.
How?
Yep,
Why
that-
is he not that
good argument.
Ever since he's been regressing ever since he won the Super Bowl. Facts.
I don't think so.
Yeah. I can name 3 right now that are better than him.
All right.
Joe Flacco. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I was gonna get up and walk away. I'm fucking.
I know. Yeah, it's over.
Unplug it. Unplug it. We're done. No, he's still. Okay, Nick Foles.
We haven't talked about Nick Foles.
Let's not get into that one. yet.
Well, yeah, not yet.
As long as the Jaguars get to the playoffs, then they're good. As long as they could get.
No
to
one
the
picked
playoffs.
him though to get to the play.
Because they won't.
Because they won't, exactly. But if they do,
Aaron Rodgers
No
has
love.
no
We
good
got no love for
receivers.
Foles.
But
We're going back to the Aaron Rodgers. He has no good receivers.
wait.
Devontae Adams is arguably a top 10.
Devontae Adams is a top 10 receiver.
Yeah, he
Facts.
is. He is.
I don't know about top 10, but
I think he's
damn
top
good
10.
receiver, and
I think he's a top 10
he's good,
receiver.
but he's not like-
If you go
he's
based
not
off
like Jordy
stats or
Nelson.
anything, then he's top
He's
10.
not like Jordy Nelson, who he's had his whole
Valdez
almost his whole
Scantling
career.
is the best receiver of all time.
Stop. No,
Valdez Scantling is underrated though.
no, he's not.
It's hard to be underrated when you were never rated before.
Well, next time I hope you'll estimate me. No, he has no running backs. His defense isn't very good. Wide receiver's not that good. Like the whole as a collective. Devontae Adams is good.
Aaron Jones is also low key a stud. They just don't fucking use him.
Yeah, I don't know why that pisses me off so
Mike
much.
I think Mike
year in
McCarthy
fantasy.
just hated him because he was black or something. But like, because like, why else do you not play your best running back? Like that makes no sense. To
Yeah,
me.
it didn't make any sense.
Like you're telling me that I can't even name the guy now, but you're telling me that the other motherfucker, Ty Montgomery, is a better
yeah.
running back
He was
than
a
Aaron Jones.
converted receiver.
Fucking miss me with that bullshit.
who they traded to the Ravens
Nah.
mid-season
Nah.
because
He's just garbage.
he was garbage. Yeah, that was funny.
They did get almost. That was a huge pick.
Oh yeah, they did get.
And,
him.
and I was
swapped
actually
the
going to bring
tips.
that up when you were talking about the Bears. I think that hurts their defense a lot more than people are going to like really think about.
Clint Dix is not an anomaly.
He's
Oh
not
no,
Adrian
he's not
Amos.
that good. Yeah.
So that's why I say no Packers.
Okay,
Definitely
so-
not.
so if
Their team's
Packers
not
are
very-
out,
They
then-
got how many wins they get
I think
last
the-
season? 7. I think they get 7 again.
Yeah.
7 or 8.
I think they get 9.
They also,
Seven, eight,
I
one,
don't
or
think
something
they-
I saw something today about how the
They
Packers,
get 9.
Their defense
in
is so bad.
the games that they didn't end up winning, if you look at all the other ones, they were either tied or had a lead in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's, but then you also talk about like Rodgers should be doing that, like doing well in those situations because he's clutch and shit. But I don't know. I think the defense left a lot to be desired, but I did think that they improved the defense this offseason.
Yeah, I think they did too.
So
And they gave Rodgers a couple more weapons. I believe. Like, I don't know. They drafted some receiver that I like. I forgot his name. It's kind of late, so I just don't really have my mind on me right now. But so that leaves us with the Lions.
Oh.
Matt Patricia? No Matt Patricia believers here?
Bruh.
Oh, okay.
No.
The broken bag.
I don't.
I fucks with Matt Stafford so hard.
I was just about to say I don't think the Lions
Biggest
will.
cannon in the league.
I don't think the Lions will have the potential to make playoffs until after the Matt Stafford era.
You see
Wow.
his beer chug though?
I think they need
Yeah,
to move
no,
on.
that's a beer chug.
They need to
dude.
move on.
Solid beer chug.
You think they need to move on?
Dude,
He's not taking them anywhere.
what
Wow.
has he done?
Yeah.
What has he
I
done?
love him, though, but
Calvin
he
Johnson
sucks.
made him a name, first of all.
Yeah.
He got a huge
No,
contract. He knows the dumbest contract.
Kenny Galladay, bro.
Galladay's solid.
Galladay.
Galladay's
Nice.
solid. Galladay's good. But
And they need to figure out the running back situation.
nah, they're Kyrian Johnson, bro.
Yeah.
Theo
Nah,
Riddick.
he's
They need to figure out how to,
Kyrian Johnson
how to
is
use,
nice.
They have like 3 like decent. They have some like
Kyrian Johnson was the first 100-yard
run.
rusher they've had in like
Yeah.
6 seasons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is insanely sad.
That is really sad.
The last one they had was
Javid Best. No, I'm just kidding.
no.
Rest in peace, Javid Best, by the way. Never had a career. That's tragic.
Was it Sanders? Was
Barry
that the
Sanders?
last
No,
one?
no.
It wasn't as far as
It
Barry
was,
Sanders.
Wait, 1,000-yard rusher?
No, 100. No, the last 2 had 100 in a game. I thought that's the stat you were talking about.
Yeah, it is, but who is
it?
it?
Was, oh my god.
I thought that it was the guy that they always throw to for the
Was it
backfield.
LeGarrette? Or no?
No.
He didn't get 100 yards, huh?
Since Reggie Bush
That, yes. Yes, thank you. Thank
against
you.
the
Reggie
Vikings
Bush.
in 2013.
Yes, that's the one.
56
Reggie.
consecutive games without a player rushing for over 100 yards.
Reggie
Johnson is the
Bush.
My
truth.
man Reggie,
Kyrian
dude.
Johnson's the truth.
Speaking of that, top 5 in the league in rushing yards, Marlon Mack. They're
Honestly,
focusing
I could
on their
believe
running
it.
Game. They brought back, I think it's Howard Mudd.
Oh, don't focus on a running game.
They're-
It's not the move.
Well, they don't need to focus on their passing game.
The
They
pass-
have it. They got
The
the
Seahawks prove that's not the move.
Well, they don't got Marlon Mack.
That's true.
And
Yeah, they have
Offensive
better.
line.
Someone better. They have 2 players better than
Wait. Who is
No,
better than
no, they
Marlon
got
Mack?
Chris Carson.
Oh my god.
Are you serious?
What a take.
What is? Wait. I want to. Okay, even if you think he
Oh
is,
my
he has
God.
nothing on paper to prove that he's better than Marlon Mack.
What do you mean?
What do I mean?
Oh, wait, hold on. I want to hear the second name.
Yeah.
Yeah, who else? is there?
Rashad Penny.
Not even close.
Easy.
Oh, that would hurt. I was really hoping it wasn't Penny.
Rashad Penny and
I
Chris
thought you were gonna say
Carson.
McKissick or something.
Oh,
Oh my god,
bro.
McKissick.
And CJ Pro Size, both wet.
Oh my
CJ
god.
Pro Nice.
No,
No, they just
Rashad
catch
Penny,
passes,
bro, you are joking me.
Okay, but how about this?
Bet.
Seahawks have
Make a
2
bet.
top 10 rushers next season. One in the top 5. Chris Carson finishes top 5. Rashad Penny finishes top 10.
No.
Facts.
Maybe I would agree with you, Chris Carson, but
if
not
the-
Rashad Penny.
If the audience is
Okay,
if the audience is wondering, he did drink before this.
No.
Chris Carson
Marlon Mack
finishes
will be
top
ahead
5.
of
for
both
sure.
of those running backs.
Doubt.
Want to bet?
Really? Bet
Bet.
that. Bet right now.
We need to bet on the Closers
bet on it.
podcast.
Bet on it.
$20.
What? I don't want to bet 20. I'm broke. I'll bet
10.
10.
10. All right.
Shake the hand. Yeah.
No
Shake
way
is
he finishes
happy.
ahead of Chris Carson.
Are we talking? We're talking overall yards or just rushing? Well, both. He'll pass them both.
No, I don't want that because they're not going to
Rushing
throw to
yards.
Chris Carson. That would make sense.
All right, then rushing.
Dude,
Russian.
You're gonna
Russian.
wait. That's an easy $10.
No way.
No, no,
Why?
no,
How?
no. Better
Bro,
line.
I need
Better
better
offensive
stats.
line, better offense in general. The Colts will be winning more games,
Yeah,
so
they'll
they
be
need to run the
playing
ball.
ahead
Run the
more
ball.
often.
Yeah,
So they'll run the ball more often.
I agree with Chase.
Dude, I just
Have you
don't.
seen
Yeah.
Mike Nelson?
Dude,
Bro,
Dude, it's
Have
a
you seen
monster.
Chris Carson? He's fucking wet.
bro, Chris Carson's nice with it, but like, I don't see him being better than Marlon Mack. I just can't see it. I don't see it.
Open your eyes.
With yours, you see his game against the Cowboys, the Texans in the playoffs, the Texans in the regular season, the second game.
Yeah, Marlon.
feed
Mack.
Marlon.
Yeah, Marlon.
Marlon is nice.
He's a beast.
Luck will have less touchdowns this season, but not because he's not because he's not throwing the ball as much.
Bro.
All right, so NFC North.
I'm looking at
My bad.
stats.
Still,
and
I
this
do
dude,
think
Chris Carson is just.
Marlon Mack was out of the
I think
season
it's
for
Packers.
like 4
Looking at
games, too. He was
You're taking
injured.
Packers?
I'm taking.
I'll
Packers.
take Packers
No
too.
way.
I'm taking
to
Packers.
win the division.
Packers?
I'm taking
No, I'm taking
Packers.
Bears.
Bears.
I'm taking
What do you?
Bears.
Bears.
I
Well, we
think-
got 3 Packers, 2 Bears. We're
Wait,
taking Packers.
but the only thing about the Packers that has me like questioning is Aaron Rodgers going to be able to work with the coach? That's the main thing.
Oh, who is it? LaFleur?
Kingsbury.
Oh, Kingsbury.
Wait,
Yeah.
what?
Kingsbury?
Cliff Kingsbury's
Oh, no.
in Arizona.
No,
it was Matt LaFleur.
Matt LaFleur.
Yeah,
my bad.
LaFleur. But
Nah,
same thing.
Nah, but there's already
basically.
like reports that they're not, meshing well. But if they do, if he lets Rodgers do Rodgers, I think they'll win.
Aaron Rodgers just wants to be the coach and the quarterback at the same time, and I
He's
say,
Aaron Rodgers.
let him do it.
Yeah,
Just let him do it. Whatever. Who cares? Let's see how it works. But whatever. We'll just give it to the Packers because we have 3 versus 2, and then we'll go NFC. I think we did NFC. Yeah, NFC East. So that's the Giants, the
Cowboys,
Cowboys,
Eagles.
Redskins. Yeah.
Rashad Penny averages 5 yards a carry.
So
Wait,
was
how many
Mack.
carries?
No, he doesn't.
How many carries?
4.7.
Wait, how many carries does Penny have?
He has 85.
Okay.
Are you kidding?
Exposed.
How many does Mac have?
I think he had like 200 something.
He has on the career a little bit less than 300.
And he averaged 0.3 less than Penny.
Oh, I was just talking last season. I don't know what his overall is.
That's so bad,
Chris
dude.
Carson
I
has
don't know.
300 carries and averages more on the career, so guess that's a W for the Seahawks in that case.
I'm sorry,
But
dude, but that's
consider the line.
All right.
of the
Yeah,
last 3
consider
years.
I'm actually-
the line.
I'm
of the last
interested in the
3
next
years.
division.
Okay, and then
This is
consider
the-
next year.
Easy.
No,
They
you
can
said
put
the
up that
Eagles-
number on a
Away
bad
from my
line.
$10.
What can they put up on a good line?
Yeah,
Easy.
what are you gonna get with that $10, Chase?
Strippers.
Anything I want.
A fifth
Chris
of
Carson jersey because that's
Chris
Carson.
oh, God.
You're gonna need
damn.
like $100 more.
And we'll see at the end of the season.
All right, so NFC East.
Whoa, hold up. Is
No?
it nullified
Not
if there's
yet?
significant injury?
Yes.
Okay. I need to make
Yeah,
that clear.
yeah.
Okay, yeah. NFC East. Who do you guys got?
None of them.
That is so hard.
I
actually.
don't know. Eagles.
Yeah,
Daniel
probably
Jones. No, I'm just
Yeah,
kidding.
Who's in it? The Eagles, the
Giants.
Cowboys,
Giants,
Giants.
Cowboys, Redskins.
Giants. You heard it here first.
Eli
Saquon.
Manning bench second game. Daniel Jones takes him. To
Oh
the
my
down.
God.
Daniel Jones
see it.
goes 14-1 in 50 games. as
That'd
a
be
starter.
amazing.
Bro, all I'm saying is that I played a Madden franchise and Daniel Jones won MVP.
Okay, Madden's
Fun
the
fact.
worst game ever.
Fun fact. All right, but I'm gonna take Eagles. It's just a safe bet. Redskins though.
I think the Redskins. I'm taking Redskins. I'm
You're taking
straight.
Redskins.
I'm going straight up with it. That's such a turbulent
Okay.
division.
Like
Like
Cowboys and
every
the
year, it's
Yeah,
someone
no,
different.
every year, dude. The Redskins did not
I'm
do
going
terrible
Redskins.
until Smith got hurt.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm going Redskins.
You know what? I'm gonna change the Redskins too.
Dude, Carson
I'm
Wentz.
sure to
low-key,
think.
yeah.
Wentz trash.
I'm down for that.
I'm sticking with Eagles. Y'all are
No, the
wrong.
the Redskins. If Darius Geis plays out this potential, which we don't know what it is yet because he didn't play last year.
Yeah.
Same thing with Dwayne Haskins. But that defense, low-key stacked. Low-key stacked. Ryan Kerrigan,
It's always been solid.
Zach Brown
Oh,
is a
yeah,
fucking
yes.
stud. Like,
Yeah, Zach Brown is. I'm so mad the Raiders.
money bags.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna drop some facts on you. Nick Foles is a better quarterback than Carson Wentz.
Fact.
Facts. And look at
Okay,
that.
but
That's facts.
Playoffs.
he's not
In playoffs.
In
Big
anytime.
dick Nick.
But also in playoffs, he's like top 10.
Dude,
Dude, he just
Nick
goes off for
Foles
no
is
reason.
a whole different man.
Hey, you
in the
remember when
playoffs.
true.
Nick Foles like threw for 5 touchdowns against the Raiders?
Seven.
Years ago?
And
It
guess
was
what?
7. Oh, it was 7.
Hey,
It was
yeah.
7.
Do you know why?
You're
Do you know
right.
why?
On the
Do
record.
you guys know why I remember that so? I was there. I was there. It was my first Raiders game in so long, and I saw Nick Foles throw 7 touchdowns against us.
Hey, I was at the game where Derek broke his leg against the fucking Colts, though.
You were there? You were there?
I was there.
Completely
I was
tackle,
there.
Nothing wrong with it.
No, it was a quick
It was
play,
fun
but that's
time. It was
tragic
just
time.
dumb. Like, why did Derek need to extend that play? Just throw the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was the only sack Donald Penn gave up all fucking
And
year.
he slipped. He slipped on the
I
play
was like,
too.
oh my god, dude. And we were gonna fucking
And that's
crush
why it's
the
not going to
Texans.
be the Eagles.
Poen, did you
Yeah.
cry at
I'll
that
take
game
Cowboys
when they got
still over
7
So-
scored on them?
No.
Wait, when
When you got when the Raiders got 7
Dak
Dude.
is a good
Jason
touchdowns
Witten
on
puts
him.
up 15 touchdowns.
Zeke, Van Der Esch, no.
Bro, this
They're
state,
not finishing from the Cowboys or the Eagles.
Wow.
No way.
No. Redskins are going to come out on top.
I
Watch.
think-
It's
We
going
can
to
all agree
happen.
the Giants will
I
be a
think-
dumpster fire, all right?
Yes, I can.
bro,
Yes.
Daniel Jones, I can't believe he got drafted
Yeah,
in
that was-
general.
Especially
I
that
like
high.
it for him. That's
Especially that
hilarious.
high.
Wait, what
Yeah,
pick was he?
he was 6
Oh wait, what? Really?
Six.
in the first round.
Six.
I don't even
The
remember
Giants
that.
were like, yeah, we could have him in the second round, but fuck it.
They could have gone in
don't
the
even-
third round.
And that pick,
Wait.
that pick exactly is why the Redskins are going to win because Dwayne Haskins got spited by the Giants and he's going to go off
I
because he
think-
should have won 6, not 14. So that's how that's
and the receivers are underrated too. I think Thompson
Yeah.
and Doxson.
Who's
Yeah.
Josh Doxson is
He is.
very underrated. I
Who are
think
the running backs?
Geis and
Wait,
is Rob Kelly still
that's
there?
what made it worse. New York had the fucking 17th overall pick, too.
Yeah.
It could have easily taken Jones at 17.
no wait.
So dumb.
I think it's they had Peterson last season, but I don't think he's coming. Hey, he did good for what he played.
He played surprisingly well.
Peterson.
But he wasn't like the most
AP
incredible.
did good for what he had, but yeah, I think who's their other running back?
Who's the pass catching out of the back?
Oh, that
because he's wet.
that's Chris Thompson.
Yes,
Thompson.
Yeah,
Chris
he's
Yeah,
a
Chris
sleeper,
Thompson.
dude.
He got hurt though, but I mean he'll be back.
But he's good. He's good out of
Yeah.
the backfield.
Yeah.
Catching.
Yeah, I just
Don't
missed
sleep.
Rob Kelly, dude. That was my guy for that one half season. He was like a beast.
Alfred Morris.
Yes.
Bro, rest in peace, Alfred Morris.
Is he still in Dallas?
Yes,
The back
Trent
of the-
Richards,
Trent Richardson. Cowboys legend.
Raiders legend, every other team's legend.
You remember that? Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's
He averaged 2 yards per carry the entire year.
Bro,
It started.
I'm
the
pretty
entire
sure I've
year.
seen a video of him
They're
where
almost
it was making fun of him because he would never hit holes. He would
Oh,
run
the
like-
Raiders?
The Raiders
Yeah.
game. There was
It's
a
a fucking 5-foot hole on the left side, and he's running into the right tackle. It's like,
The
okay.
video's freaking hilarious.
God
He
damn.
gets benched first 4 games.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Hopefully.
I hope.
Definitely.
bro. He shouldn't even start, bro.
Yeah, I mean,
Give Daniel Jones a chance.
might as well.
Bro,
We're gonna
you're
draft him that
yeah,
early.
Bro,
Exactly.
you're talking
Might
about
as well
Super
come
Bowl
in.
MVP.
Two-time.
The real.
Super Bowl MVP Eli Manning.
Bro, Tom Brady has to deal with that every night. He lost to Manning.
That's why I always.
It's
He
like
comes home, Giselle's like, Eli Manning beat you twice.
He lost to a helmet catch from a freaking garbage
David
man.
Tyree, baby.
it's like
His first catch of the season.
All right, yo. Real quick, when people talk about like the MJ LeBron debate and they're like, "Oh, MJ played with plumbers," I imagine David Tyree like as that plumber. You know, like that guy's like, "What the fuck? He plays football?"
Tyree will go down in history for one catch. That's insane.
dude, it's just funny because whenever I think of Eli Manning versus Tom Brady, I always think of Jalen Rose and Kobe. Just like Jalen Rose can never live down the fact that 81 was dropped on him. It's the same kind of.
Brady, tragic.
I guess we can go to the final division. I think this will be the final topic of the night too. The NFC West. And everybody's favorite, well, not really, Seattle Seahawks.
Oh, Seahawks. Definitely.
You think it's the Seahawks? Well, obviously you think so.
I also think the 49ers are going to do decently.
Yeah, I think the Niners are the dark horse of the
I think
division.
I don't think Kyler Murray does that well. I think he just gets pounded because the defense of the NFC West is like collectively like probably one of the best defensively.
Even the Cardinals?
Yeah.
I'm a
They've
true
always been pretty.
I'm a
good.
true Kyler Murray believer, honestly, but
I think he's
I think
good.
he's
No, I
gonna
think
struggle in
he'll
the
be good, but-
division.
yeah,
I agree with that, but
So
I think
he
he's
drops a
gonna
bunch
he's
of
gonna be
games.
like he's gonna be one of those guys that tries to play like college ball, but he actually has an arm.
Yeah, he
Like,
does.
He has an arm.
He does.
So,
not like Lamar
but he's
Jackson.
so small though. I'm scared that he's gonna get popped like
Yeah.
right
Wilson,
away.
though, and
Yeah.
he's probably going to win MVP.
Yeah,
next
but
season.
Wilson's bigger like now, at least than
And he has
Murray.
cornrows.
Cornrow Russ is a dark horse for MVP.
Cornrow
Easy.
Russ.
Cornrow Russ.
Bro, if he keeps the cornrows, you think he throws 50 touchdowns?
He's gonna put
Breaks the record.
He's gonna put up 50 touchdowns and steal your girl.
and rush another 20.
Oh my god.
Bro, he doesn't want your girl. He's got Sierra. Keep your girl.
He has his girl then.
Oh, fuck. Right.
I think the only way that the Niners will make a dent in the division is if they start Nick Mullins. Personally,
Agreed.
Really?
Agreed.
Garoppolo's trash.
He's trash.
I think that their defense is so good.
Their defense is pretty good.
Especially like that they got Bosa, the best player in the draft in my opinion, easily.
Yeah.
I think that their defense is except I don't know who the corners are.
Yeah.
Sherman. But that's post prime
Sherman and
He's not very good anymore.
Akello Witherspoon.
Bro, he got burned.
Oh, Witherspoon,
in
yeah.
the Seahawks game a couple times.
Yeah.
It's pretty
But
funny.
you know they have. I think they have one of the most like dangerous lines. At least like in a couple years, they'll have one of the most
Agreed.
dangerous lines. Like Buckner, you know. And I'm a Raider fan saying this, so you know that it
Yeah,
means
that's
something.
the truth. Yeah.
Yeah, I think they could win
Buckner
or compete for the
and-
division in
yeah.
a couple years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they finished third in front of the Cardinals behind the Rams. Seahawks.
Yeah, I agree
Yeah,
with that.
I agree with that.
Yeah. So who are we taking to win the division? Seahawks? Is that
Seahawks.
wow? No Rams.
No.
That's so
No.
surprising.
You already heard it. You heard my take.
Oh yeah, I heard the
Yeah,
take.
Rams-
It
I-
was very
I agree
convincing.
completely with
It was
your
very
take.
convincing, I guess.
Rams regress.
All
Yeah.
because of Gurley.
That's the main reason. Yeah.
Rest in peace,
Gurley.
Gurley. He's going to be a backup on like, I guess the Cowboys at some point soon.
Darren McFadden. Yeah.
Oh my
God.
Everyone's been a backup running back on the Cowboys. I can't believe it. I can't wait for my contract. Fuck. All right, well, I think that's all the time we got. Thanks, guys, for coming on the pod. Next week, we have a surprise topic with a surprise guest because I don't fucking know what's going to happen next week yet.
Man.
Because that's like the one gap week. Like, I have everything planned after that, but not for this next week. So we'll just see what happens. It'll be fun, whatever it is.
Let's talk about the Kings draft.
Rip.
We can talk about that right now.
Okay,
Let's
talk
just
about it.
talk about it right now. Sacramento Kings draft.
All right, let me say
Horrible.
something. Vlade Divac, bro. I thought it was over. The bad drafting times, I thought it was over. And if you have Bol up there, bro. You have Bol up on the draft board, and we get a dude from Wyoming, plays in the worst division of college basketball, and barely averages 10 points. Like, I am scared, and we get a guard that doesn't make sense.
Get 3 guards.
Oh my god.
How many small forwards they got on the roster?
One.
Wait, do we?
Bogdan. I'd call Bogdan a small forward.
Yeah, he's shooting guard. He's a shooting guard.
They got 0. That's what I wanted to hear.
He's a shooting guard.
They draft 3 guards. Arguably, most likely, their best position is guard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you draft 3
De'Aaron,
guards.
buddy.
I just don't like you have such a good core with Fox, Yield, Bagley, Giles, and then you give them nothing.
Bro, but can I get a thank God for Cauley Stein is gone, bro?
Thank
Thank the Lord.
Hey, real talk though, they better fucking re-sign Harrison Barnes.
Yeah, I think that's
You let him not. He opts out
Nah.
of his option. Now you really gotta fucking throw him some money.
Let him
Tobias
walk.
Harris.
Let him walk. Get Kawhi.
Oh,
That's all I gotta say.
only.
Or KD.
Well, the Kings have 2 max slots. So,
Yeah. Take a
Max on
flight.
Harrison Barnes.
Late KD.
no,
no.
Okay, I was like,
If we give Al Horford a 4-year, $112
Yes.
million deal, I
Yes.
would not like that. But I would
No,
like Al
I
Horford,
would
but
like
not for that
that.
deal.
Oh.
Not for the deal.
Okay,
Because
Yeah.
that's what he's asking
I
for.
got okay.
Yeah, he's
Work
asking
him
for
down.
a lot for some reason.
Yeah, I don't understand.
If they're gonna get rid of Cauley and they have cap space, whatever.
Wait,
Okay,
Yeah.
but
We have so much
hopefully
cap.
not that for that deal. But
I think
Al
Tobias
Horford-
Harris might come through.
I could see that happen.
Tobias Harris might come.
Anyone but Cauley Stein, please.
Or Rollin. What's his name? Rondé Hollins Jefferson.
Bruh, sleeper
Rondé?
pick. I like
Sleeper
Rondé.
pick. He might, dude. He would fit a need. So
And I like, well, now that we have so many guards, I
Hey.
like Will Barton originally off
Oh,
the bench,
yeah,
but
Will
now that we
Barton.
have so many freaking
real
guards.
talk. Malcolm Brogdon. You talking about small forward, power forward type guy, plays defense? Malcolm Brogdon would be a sick pickup.
I really like Chris Middleton, but he's asking for max, and I don't know if
Oh,
that's
God.
a smart move.
nah. Get to the All-Star game 2 more times, then we'll talk Chris Middleton. Sorry. But all right, well, we got through our Kings talk, so awesome. Thanks, guys, for listening. Thanks, guys, for coming on, and we'll talk to you on the next pod. Take care now.
Hell yeah.